It was a good day today over here at the Happy Hour podcast. I'm Damien. That's Martini. You know us. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good, man. Hanging in there.
How
I'm
was your day? You got
excited.
to work today?
I'm excited. Yeah, I didn't have work. I had school. I had
Okay, that's
two
basically
exams
work.
today.
All right, gotcha.
You
We're not going to wait any longer. We're just going to go right into college football. I mean, it's week 4. Can't believe it's week 4 already. Like it feels like it just started football.
episode
Like
6.
it needs to slow down a little bit. I need to enjoy it more.
I can't
Football's going to
believe
go away so fast.
we filmed and produced 6 episodes already.
Yeah, it's crazy. So you can start it off with give the people what they want to hear about your locks.
Alrighty. So only one lock, and we all know what that is, especially for college football. But all right, so we'll start it off. Little hot little dinger there. Got Fresno State -11
I like
versus
that.
Hawaii.
I like that. I looked at that a
Hawaii.
lot.
Hawaii is a great place to live, visit, vacation. It's
Wait,
beautiful.
what did you get that at?
-11.
Oh, I looked yesterday and it was -10. I have that on my thing at -10. You can keep it at -10.
No. Yeah. I want it at -10 then, because we match
All right.
odds around here.
Yeah, I
All
had
right,
that
so-
one. I mean, we never talk about our picks. We just come in right here and give them to you live. So as of right now, we're taking Fresno State -10 because that's what I have on my book.
You have it too? Like, are
Yeah,
you
I have it
giving
in my picks. Yeah, it's in my picks.
Wow. All right, Fresno State -10 versus Hawaii. Like I said, Hawaii is a great place to live, visit, vacation. Stay away
sure.
from the football aspect of things. You know what I mean there, dear? Not for football. Alabama -14.5 versus Ole Miss. I'm just going to lay my whole yak on the line. Nick Saban. Just going to put all my trust in him. I'm going to go ahead and for the rest of my college football picks, the rest of the 3 are underdog picks. I'm going to go Colorado +8 versus USC. USC's not it. Colorado's been playing very good lately. Kind of a iffy pick if you're looking at it from an outside standpoint, but just USC has been struggling. Colorado actually been looking good. They haven't really played anyone too nice yet, but I like that. And then I'm gonna go. This spread's just too high to take with your boys, man. I gotta ride my guys. Arkansas +18.5 versus Georgia. They've been playing extremely well. What I can say is that Georgia coming off their big upset win, well, not upset, but big win over Clemson. In hindsight, it's not looking too good for them because Clemson's not good. And only beating Clemson 10-3, little suspect. I'm not saying Georgia's not going to win.
Yeah,
Georgia's going to win. I feel like Georgia's going to win, but 18 points is too much.
Yeah, Arkansas's resume as of right now looks a lot better than ours for sure. They played Texas A&M. They played. Who did you bet against them? They won.
It was
you bet the points
Texas
and then they won.
A&M, and it was
a different one.
I forget. Oklahoma State.
I don't know. They beat another ranked team. I'm pretty sure. They're at number 8. This is going to be a real test for us. They got to come down to the dog pound in Athens. So it's going to be tough for them. We have the best defense in the country, though. Yeah, definitely. But if we win this game by a lot of points, then that's just another one under our resume. And
absolutely,
people are saying that we're the most complete team in the country, and as of right now, I believe it. So that's going to be a great game, though.
A big aspect with that is Arkansas has played, like you say, their resume is good. They played some hard defenses, hard teams. So maybe it's like they're getting grounded, pounded every game, putting 100%, 110% in every game. And Georgia's been having some cakewalks. Maybe they're not as banged up. Maybe they're not as tired. They don't have to travel. Arkansas is coming to them. So there's a lot of factors that play into Georgia's favor. Maybe Arkansas is banged up by this point of the season. They've only.
But I do like the points, though. Your pick, that's a good pick. I like the points. 18.5. That's a lot of fucking points for a top 10 matchup from both teams. That's a lot of points. So, we could win by 3 touchdowns. We could, but that's a good pick. That's a pretty safe pick. I like it. I didn't take it though.
And for my lock of the week, I don't expect you to take it. You can't. You know what I mean? You can't root for points for the other team.
No.
Going on Saturday before I drive down to Orlando to fly out to Foxboro with Damien, I'm going with my dad's coming up. It's actually Parents Weekend here in Tallahassee. I'm super excited for that. Parents Weekend in Tallahassee is the most fun weekend. I love it. He's going to be here tomorrow. We're going to go to this game, Syracuse, Florida State, and shocker, my lock of the week, Syracuse +4.5. Why are they +4.5? Like,
because they haven't played anybody.
I know they haven't.
They're bad too.
I know they haven't.
They're bad.
And they're begging. that they're begging the public to take Florida State -4.
Yeah.
Do it, please. Please do it.
I stayed away from this game. I'm gonna be real with
Not
you. I stayed away.
not not my writers. They know better. Not our writers. They're not going to take no -4 Florida State. They're going to take Syracuse +4.5 or whatever -4.5. They're going to take Syracuse +4.5, and they're going to ride with it because that's what I'm telling them to do, and they know that that is the truth. And I will take that until Florida State wins a game. So if they prove me wrong here, they prove me wrong here. Cool, I'm there. They won with my dad. Kind of the same approach I'm taking to the bets with the Patriots game, but we'll get there when we get there. So my lock of the week is Syracuse +4.5 over Florida State.
Alrighty, that's awesome. So I'm gonna go into mine. My first pick, I got Iowa moneyline over Maryland. It's at -150 right now. Iowa is the number 5 team in the country. Maryland has a very good resume with Tugualoa going insane right now. He has like 1,400 yards passing, like 12 touchdowns. He's balling out there. But Iowa's a top 5 team in the country. I believe they pulled this one out.
It's like 1.5, right?
Yeah, it's a
I
very
looked at
close
it.
game.
I almost touched it.
It's a very close game. I just took the money line because it's close. Might as well just take the money line. But I do like Iowa's defense over Maryland's hot offense coming in. So I'm going with that as my first pick.
And when we do money line picks, like he said, he's going to give money line picks because the spread is 1.5. There's no point to
Yeah.
You get better odds. So or you get better odds with the spread, but you might as well just take the money there because
just in case some happens, you never know in college football for sure. But then I go over to Michigan State -8.5 over Western Kentucky. I like this. I like Michigan State bouncing back. With that 3-point victory, I think they can basically roll over this Western Kentucky squad. Western Kentucky's won like one game this season. They're not very good. Michigan State at -8.5. I really do think they blow them out, but we will see. And I like that pick though. Then I go over to Wake Forest moneyline over Louisville. It was at -160 yesterday. It might be a little higher now, but Wake Forest is playing some good ball this year. They are 4-0. They've beaten some good teams. Louisville obviously just came in. We would watch that game against FSU, and they only won by a touchdown. That's not impressive, like you said.
And then Wake Forest went to them, and I'm pretty sure they beat them by 3 touchdowns, maybe 2.5.
Yep. So Wake Forest is ranked. I like their running back. He's very good. I like Wake Forest money line in this situation. I don't see
betting a lot of ACC games this year.
Yeah, I like the
we
ACC.
Have been.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't touched much Pac-12.
No. I mean, Oregon, I was gonna bet Oregon spread this week against
Stanford, something, yeah.
Yeah, I was close, but Stanford's
I
been
have
playing
USC
all right.
Losing though, betting against them.
Yeah. And then I go over to, your pick -10 Fresno State over Hawaii. We're taking that -10 here live on it. It's locked in already. So put it in. Fresno State's been playing some good ball. I know you bet them +11 against
we get to ride
UCLA. Yeah, the UCLA, they had a good game. They won upset. So they're riding hot. They got a good offense. I think they're averaging like 450 to 500 yards a game. Hawaii, like you said, is not a school for anything, really. Maybe swimming or something like this. I don't know. But surfing, yeah, something. But not football.
They're nice at surfing, probably.
Take it to the bank. Yeah, probably. Take it to the bank -10 Fresno State. And I go over to my lock. Baylor versus Oklahoma State over 46.5 points. I think this is way too low for both squads. Baylor, like I said, have put over for them before, and they've scored 53. Obviously, this is going to be a great matchup. Two top 15 teams, I believe. But they're both, overly powered at the offensive side, not too much defense. So I thought this was, a little too low. So I'm taking the points over here, and I've been pretty good with the overs this year. So I made that as my lock, and I'm hoping there's a lot of points scored in that game, and I believe there will be.
Have you taken an under?
Nope, I'm not touching unders. Unless it's like season. You said, unless you said it's some like Army Force. Navy or some shit.
I mean, we're waiting on the Army Navy. It was Army Air Force. I think I took the over and hit. So Army Navy.
No, you took
that
the
line
under.
Better be at the total better be at 39, or else I'm taking the under. Like if the total's at 39, I'll take the over. But like if it's at 40, I will take the under for Air Force Navy whenever that is. I think that's coming up soon, 2-3 weeks. So, all right, now we'll transition. Now we're gonna start doing this every week as well. We're gonna add, as well as our picks, we're gonna go over the NFL every single game. We're just gonna rapid fire and give you who's gonna win the game. Not any spreads, not any overs, not any money lines. Just money lines. Just take who's gonna win the game.
Straight gonna win the game.
We're gonna do the same thing for college football, but obviously we can't do every single game, so we're just going to do the primetime games. Going to start off Alabama, Ole Miss. Got Bama.
Bama.
All right,
Bama. There's no
Michigan,
question there.
Wisconsin.
I like Michigan.
I like Michigan. I do like
They
Michigan.
lost. They lost last year to Wisconsin.
It's the Portnoy versus Big Cat Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they both went, so that'll be interesting. Indiana versus Penn State.
Penn State.
I'll go Indiana just to shake it up. Oregon versus Stanford.
Oregon.
Oregon. Cincinnati, Notre Dame.
This is a great game. This is going to be an amazing game. I feel like this is a kind of an under game. I like the under in this game. If there's
I'll let
gonna
you
be an
go
under.
first, and I'll go the opposite.
But like I said already, I've rated with my boy DJ Ritter at Cincinnati. I've praised him. I think he's the best quarterback in the country. The sleeper quarterback coming into that draft. He could be the Mac Jones of that draft. People saying he's the most NFL ready. So I'm riding with Cincinnati.
All right, I'm riding Cincinnati too. I just can't do Notre. I thought you were going to take Notre Dame.
No,
all right, Arkansas, Georgia. Georgia.
Come on, Georgia.
But watch out. You guys could still make the national title game. You guys could still make the SEC championship with this loss.
No, we're not. We can't lose. We really can't lose until we get to the SEC championship. We really cannot lose if we still want to make it to the top four. But to the top four, if we lose twice, but I'm saying, so if we lose once right here, we make it into the SEC championship. We have to win the SEC championship. There's no ifs or buts. I'd rather go undefeated and go to the SEC championship and lose and get in like we did when we played Alabama in the championship.
Really?
Yes.
I would think you want to get that loss out of the way.
Because it's Bama, bro. We have a bad time with Bama. We have to play them at SEC championship. So I would hope to win. I would like to win, but if we do lose, I'd rather have that close game, and we haven't lost a game all season, and then they have to
Maybe
they have to put us in.
Undefeated. Maybe let them go undefeated. Hope for them to go undefeated, and then you lose this game.
No,
I don't know. I like the losing the game early type thing. You guys, your season isn't over if you lose this game. That's
not over, but it gets harder for us.
All right, Auburn, LSU.
I like LSU.
Just because Auburn's favorited. Last episode, you
Auburn's favorited. Auburn. I'm not. Yeah, Auburn is not it. So LSU is the underdog.
All right, I'll go Auburn. Florida, Kentucky.
Florida. This is gonna be a close game.
Florida.
It's gonna be closer.
I had Florida on my slate.
What is it? -8, right? Yeah.
But I took it out. I replaced it with Colorado +8 versus USC. Then we'll go Mississippi State versus Texas A&M.
I got Texas A&M for sure. They're going to bounce back this week. They're not going to go into the next 2 weeks or the default 2 following weeks in a row. They're not going to go into.
All right, I'll take Texas A&M as well. That's what I was thinking. And then Arizona State versus UCLA.
Arizona State. They're the underdogs. Riding with the underdogs.
All right, I'll go UCLA. So then we have every game pretty much the same except Indiana, Penn State, Cincinnati, Notre Dame. Oh, no. We both took Cincinnati. No. LSU, Auburn, and then Mississippi State or Arizona State.
UCLA. Yeah, Arizona State. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so those will be our college football primetime games. We gave our picks. We're going to transition here to NFL, try to rapid fire this episode, get it out to you as quick as possible. We're going to start off with our NFL best bets. Go ahead.
Alrighty, I love NFL. I love it. NFL is the best. Let me start off with the Titans -6.5 over the Jets. I'm taking the Jets spread every game. They're not going to cover anything. They're not going to be plus. They're never going to win it. So Titans -6.5. Derrick Henry's going to go for maybe 200 yards rushing. Julio's probably going to have a big game. It's a good fantasy matchup for the Titans. For people who have Titans players for fantasy, start them. It's easy money. They're going to win by 14, at least. So that's my first one. Then I go over to Bills versus Texans over 46.5. Taking another over here. The Bills put up 43 against the Washington team last week. They can do it against the Texans as well. I'm just kind of hoping the Texans maybe score a touchdown or two. Then the over definitely will hit. So I got that over. That's my second pick. Then I go over to a money line. I have 2 money lines on this one. This is meant for like a little parlay. I did it myself, 50 to win 598. Then I take the Bengals money line over the Jags. There's no chance the Jags win this game. Bengals, it was like -7.5. I didn't like it. I think it could be closer than a lot of people think. but I do like the Bengals to win this game.
Now, by the time they listen to that, that verdict will already be in. So,
Yeah, definitely, um, for sure. But then I go over to our game that we're going to, Bucks over Pats. I'm going -7 bucks. Hate me for it. I don't really care. Um,
me?
yeah, no, or
You should
anybody.
you
It
should
doesn't
wait
matter.
to see.
All right, yeah. Well, that's gonna be a blowout for me. I believe the Bucks win by 3 touchdowns. I also believe that
Holy
there will be
shit.
boos. There will be boos in the stadium for Tom Brady. I believe it.
We'll get there,
Um,
but no shot.
um. All right, yeah, that's right. But like I said, I like the Bucks -7. That's 4 picks that I am very riding on. I like those picks a lot. Take them. I think that I'm gonna go 5-0 this week in NFL. And then I go Chiefs money line over Eagles lock. They can't lose 3 in a row. They lose 3 in a row. They're just it's not looking good for the Chiefs at all. So I like money line over the Eagles. I don't like the points just because of how close the games have been and how bad their defense is. But I will go money line Chiefs, lock it in. I put it $50 on this parlay for $5.98, basically $600. I like it a lot. I really do think I'm going 5-0 this week. So let's ride it. All the Dame riders, ride it.
Awesome. Well, I have something to prove coming off a terrible week last week. So hopefully I can get my feet underneath me coming off of 5-0 the previous week. So hopefully maybe the 0-5, 5-0. We'll
Hmm.
see. Start off where you left off. I'll take the points with the Chiefs Eagles. I don't think Jalen Hurts has his legs underneath him at the moment. He didn't look very good the other
Hmm.
day. So there's a lot of pressure that comes with playing against Kansas City. So we'll see if he can navigate through that pressure. I'll take the Chiefs -7 against the Eagles. I'm also going to give the Cowboys -4 against the Panthers. I think the Panthers take their first L this week. The Cowboys look very good. I literally haven't bet on the Cowboys in like 2 calendar years. So we'll see how this goes. Um, been hesitant to do so over the past year and a half, as I said,
Yeah,
two
they do
years,
look
but
really good.
they look pretty fucking good. So I'm going to take them -4 over Carolina. Let's get into Brady's return to the kingdom, man. I'm going to take the Bucks -7 versus the Pats. Of course, I agree. I don't
Alrighty.
think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be 3 touchdowns or anything
I was
like that.
expecting a
But listen,
+7.
listen to my take here. Brady's my guy. Gronk's my guy. Whatever they're not playing the Patriots, I want them to do well. They're playing the
Hmm.
Patriots. I want them to have 3 touchdowns, 355 yards, and all this great stuff, but lose by a point. That's what I want. So I'm taking the ultimatum type of pick
What if they
here.
what why wouldn't you want them to go off and you guys win? Why would you say lose
I
by a point?
said lose by a
Oh,
point.
you're saying them lose
Them
by a point?
go
Oh,
off,
okay,
we
okay, okay,
win by a
okay,
point.
okay. All right.
And so I'm taking kind of reverse psychology. If I take the Bucks and they lose, I lose a pick on my parlay, but my team won.
Yeah.
Vice
Mhm.
versa, they lose, I have something to cheer about when I'm there. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
taking that. I'm also going to sprinkle them Bucks -4 first half
As well on the same thing.
as well.
Mhm.
So Bucks -4 first half, as well as Bucks -7 whole game. We will be there. We're going to touch more on that. It's going to be like a whole 20-minute segment. That's why we're getting through this, because that is the star of the show this week. So um, then I'll get into my lock. Titans -6.5 versus the Jets.
That's your lock.
Yep, you
Take a lot
took
of
it.
it. Yeah.
That
Hmm.
is my lock of the week. Um, Tennessee's doofer. I know they won, but they are yet to show their full potential. I think if
Yeah,
they
you're
get
right.
that running game on lock, which they pretty much already do, but if he goes for 2 touchdowns, there's no way they don't win by 3 touchdowns, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
think that
saying.
they got to
Yeah.
get Julio involved. He's got to get his feet under him. I know he had a short offseason, learned the offense. It's really Tannehill. He has the time. I think their O line's pretty good. After
Yeah,
Taylor
they're pretty
Lewan
decent.
put his left hand up and held accountability for his week 1 ass whooping he took from Chandler Jones, I think they've bounced back really well. So I like that. The Jets might lose every game this season. So
Yeah, very much well. So that was your
so
lock. You got 5 picks, right?
that was my lock. We're
All
gonna
right, we're
go
gonna
ahead
go.
and
I got the games. If you, I got
oh,
them
you got
all.
the
I
games
could
up?
do it.
Okay, say
I
less.
got
I
it.
was
Yeah,
about to pull them up.
yeah, definitely. So we're gonna rapid fire all the 17 games that are going on for this week. We're gonna start keeping track of all of the records that we get through it. So we're gonna start off, today, Thursday. You're gonna get it after, but the Jags and the Bengals. Who you got? I got Bengals.
Bengals.
Alrighty.
Jamar
Giant.
Chase needs to have a day.
Yeah.
He did last week.
He's doing. He's hooping. He's
4
balling out.
touchdowns at plus 10 yards or more. Most of the NFL. I saw that Pro Football Focus tweeted that out. He leads the league in plus 10-yard touchdown receptions. He has 4 of them.
Nice. Yeah, then we go Giants Saints. I got Saints. Who that say gonna beat them Saints? This shouldn't even be a question, bro.
Saints. But it's just like it's such a trap pick to me because the Giants are 0-3. If you guys were undefeated, if you guys had beat Carolina, I might have went Giants there. But I'll go Saints.
Alrighty, whatever. Seahawks 49ers. You go first. I want to see what you heard. I want to see what you see.
Niners.
I'm going Seahawks. I think this is a big breakout game for Russell Wilson. I think he gets 400 yards passing this week. DK and Tyler Lockett both go off. I like the Seahawks. The Washington team versus the Falcons. This is a doo-doo game.
No.
This is the doo-doo game.
I'll go.
This is a doo-doo game,
it's
bro.
Such
like
a
this
hard
is
game.
Yeah,
to
this
pick,
is not
bro.
This is not a
it's
game.
so bad, it's hard to pick.
Yeah, I'm going with Washington.
Yeah, I'll go Washington.
All right, Texans, Bills. I don't think this is an exclamation, really.
Bills.
Bills. All right. Lions, Bears. I want to hear what you have to think because I have
Lions
already locked in. Lions, and they're the underdog. I like the Lions. Panthers, Cowboys. I like the Cowboys. You obviously have -4 Cowboys, so I'm assuming you go Cowboys here.
Cowboys.
America's team. They need to be removed
As I
of
rip
that.
out my pina colada.
Then we go over Colts, Dolphins. Both of these teams have not looked good.
There's no Nick. 0%.
That's CBD?
I wish.
What do you like here? Colts, Dolphins. I don't like this game at all. This is a very bad game. I don't like this game at all.
I'll take. It's QB sneak God playing.
Yeah.
I'll take the Colts. As long as he's in at quarterback in tough toss-up games like this, I don't think he could get it done. I'll take the Colts.
I'll take the Dolphins. Colts are 0-3. They're not looking good. So Carson Wentz is by far garbage. He's bad. So they're not good. Browns, Vikings. The Vikings have been surprising some people, man. They have a tough offense.
You better not even say anything.
Yeah, but I'm going Browns, so whatever.
So
the Vikings will probably win, so you might as well buy. Yeah, you might as well go Vikings.
I was gonna go the opposite of whatever you took.
Yeah, I like the Browns here. I think they're gonna run crazy. 200 plus rushing yards this game. Vikings have a very bad interior defense. Very bad defense
the Browns
in general.
To start winning games, you're just putting your curse on them now.
They're 2-1. They're gonna win 3-1. Titans, Jets, Titans. No questions.
Yeah.
Obviously, no questions from you. Chiefs, Eagles, Chiefs. Closer game than a lot of people think, but I got the Chiefs.
And they would be my lock of the week if the Titans were playing the Jets.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously you got Chiefs, Cardinals, Rams. This is probably the best game besides Pats, Bucks, but Cardinals, Rams.
There should be no other. There should be just the Bucks, Patriots playing on week 4. Like everybody else should have a bye. But
jeez.
Divisional game, close game, toss-up game.
Both 3-0.
Rams coming off a hot, good dub. I'm gonna take Carolina. The Cardinals. I don't necessarily like it, but I'll take it.
I'm gonna take the Rams. The Rams at home. They're riding hot, like you said. I'm taking the Rams in this one.
Wish I knew it was at SoFi, but
yeah. Sorry about it, but Ravens, Broncos. This one is in Denver if you need any help.
Now that we're back on the Broncos, I did get a text. You know what? Oh, it was on Snapchat, so it's gone. I got a text from Brewer. He's like, I listened to the podcast, you fucking scumbag. I was like, okay, I was waiting for that text. He goes, if they win this game, I want to come on Tuesday. I said, deal.
All right.
I said, deal. He said, we're making the playoffs.
All right.
That's what he said in a very, very hard division. He said that.
Yeah, very hard. Yep. Definitely.
But I did relay the whole Jets, Giants, Jags thing to him. He didn't seem to care.
Mm-hmm.
So they're on my fraud alert. They are the worst 3-0 team. I
Yeah, like I
like
said,
Teddy
I said
though,
it. Yeah, I love Teddy. Teddy's my guy. I love Teddy. I'll always root for Teddy. I've never want to bash Teddy. I love him. Wish he would have stayed
and their
with us.
defense is OD on paper,
Yeah,
man. Bradley
OD,
Chubb, Von Miller,
OD.
Justin Simmons. They're really
Pat
talented.
Surtain. They're good.
Let's see
Yeah, for
what
sure.
they could slice
I'm
up on
going
Lamar.
Ravens though. I'm going Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going Ravens.
All right.
Fuck you, Brewer.
I'm going Ravens. Yeah, sorry, Brewer. Steelers Packers. I got Packers. Steelers are god awful.
Packers.
Yep. Alrighty. Then we go over to our game of the week. The Bucks and the Pats. Bucks. No ifs, ands, and bucks about it. We're gonna go over to the Monday night game. Not the Oakland Raiders. Oh my God, the Las Vegas Raiders.
You said something to me last week about that.
the Las Vegas Raiders versus the LA Chargers. This is gonna be a good game.
Is that the black hole?
No, it's in LA.
That's SoFi.
This is a division game too. Yeah, it's at
How are
SoFi. What? Did they
Give
share?
me
What you mean? How?
Oakland's coming off really good, impressive wins. They're undefeated, right? 3-0.
Yep.
Give me LA.
Yeah, I got LA as well too. I think the Raiders are frauds as well too. They got two frauds in that division.
I don't think they're frauds. I think they're good.
I don't think they're good.
I think they're good.
They beat the Raiders. I mean, they beat. Yeah. I can't root against them. I like Henry Ruggs too. But I like the Chargers. They just beat the Chiefs. They're coming in hot, going in home. I like the Chargers here. I like a lot of points.
Like I said, it's the same thing I said about the Saints Giants. If the Raiders had lost the game by now, I might have taken the Raiders. But as an undefeated team, they got to lose somewhere. They're due for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like that too. And the Chargers are a very good team, so they're not playing no cake in the walk, team.
Cake in the walk.
I've had a long day, man.
That was funny. We should put that on a shirt. I like that.
Yeah.
Keep going. Is that it?
That's it. That's the last game. That was a Monday night game. Yeah. So we're gonna, keep track of these records. Next week we'll have our records under our names for each segment we do. We're gonna keep doing that for the rest of the year, so you guys can keep track and see how good we're doing or see how bad we're doing.
All right.
Hopefully good though.
Time to get into the thick of it. Debate time.
Debate.
Debate time. All right, so Buck Packs.
Bucks Pats.
Give me a second while I pull this up on my laptop. So the infamous Tom Brady, drafted in April of 2000. I was born in March of 2000. Grew up with the guy literally my whole life before my very eyes. And
grew up with him.
Won 6 after going to 9. And I can't thank the guy enough. I'm overwhelmed with emotion for this. I don't even know what to think. What's your takes?
Going there, the atmosphere is going to be insane. Like you said, it's probably the most prestigious. Like, this is like the game. Like you said, this should just be its own week, and they play each other. Like, this is a script, man. Like, this has to be scripted. Like, it just makes no sense to me. But going there, it's going to be awesome. We're going to have some content for you guys as well. But with this game, I don't really see it being close. I would hope for it to be close, but I still have, the Bucks -7. But that would be awesome to see, a close game in Foxboro. Brady there, Gronk there, Belichick versus Brady and them. Brady with his future, with his teammates. He played with everyone on there basically for his whole entire career. So,
well, he's gonna be fun. The all-time.
Yeah, he's passing the all-time record
on like the first drive.
So it's gonna be crazy to see that, and like I said, when I first talked about, you said you're gonna get back to it later. I think there's gonna be boos.
Let's get into that.
Not because of them hating Tom Brady or anything like that, but he's the opponent right now. He's the opponent.
You think Patriots fans have that mindset?
I think the Patriots fans do have that mindset. It's not like you're Peyton Manning going back to Denver or the Colts or some bullshit, and they love him, they praise him. Like, yeah, the people of Boston praise him. They love him, but like you said, as Bostonians, I've met so many of them. They're not like lovey-dovey people. They're not.
And it goes
They're
both
gonna,
ways. So
yeah.
this is what
They'll praise
I
him. They'll
pulled
give
up
him,
on the
but I think there's gonna be, maybe congratulations and then some boos or something. Like not everyone's gonna be booing,
right.
but there's gonna be boos.
So I've done a lot of research for this segment, right? Watched all the Tom Brady address the media today. Bill Belichick addressed the media yesterday. Mac Jones addressed the media today. So did Josh McDaniels, Matthew Judon. They all did their media press. Reporter asked Brady, what it's going to feel like, what he's been thinking. He says, I'm not thinking about the semantics. It's just another, like, what we expected
Another
from
football
Brady.
game.
Yeah. But he did acknowledge that there's going to be a nostalgic feeling in the air returning. He's going to walk
Like
in
the
the building.
goosebumps are gonna be crazy. Like you have to, bro. Like you've been there
Going to
your
walk
whole
in the
life.
building and take a left and not a right. He's going to go to the visitors' locker room, not the home locker room where he spent his whole career. So it's going to be nostalgic. But they asked him. So a book, ironically, right? The author of this book's been waiting till now to do press on it. But it's going to be called "It's Better to Be Feared." It'll be coming out October 12th, and it's by Seth Witherham or something like that. Works for ESPN. Seth Wickersham, ESPN senior writer. It's called Better to Be Feared. So he goes in depth about the Patriots dynasty throughout the 20 years. And all this is confirmed third-party sources. He works for ESPN, does not work for the Patriots. This is all third-party sources. Wasn't in the building, but he has reported some crazy things already in excerpts. It says here, even though Bill Belichick has said and listed in the book, the best player the league has ever seen, Brady told a friend that, in fact, over the phone, was telling how badly the duo's relationship had deteriorated over the years. So apparently, when Brady was getting ready on the final day, contract's already ready to go. He's going to Tampa. They already let out the press release. He's going to the locker room to pick up his things. He's in the building. He's getting ready to literally catch a flight to Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to meet with Bill just to say goodbye. Apparently, Bill answered back and said he wasn't available. Can we do it over the phone? So, without me,
I told you there was something mixing up
so
there.
What do you
Like
think about that?
like I said, I think they had a little beef. I think that Bill Belichick wasn't too fond of having Tom Brady back. I don't think he was like maybe not beg. He doesn't need to beg, but just like I don't think he really wanted it back. I think he wanted to do his own thing, start another dynasty or try to at least. And I do think there's a little beef there. That's why I said there's going to be there's something in the back of Tom Brady's mind that says I want to beat Bill Belichick so bad. I want to beat him so bad. I want to
and nothing to
just
take
go
away
into
from Brady, who wants to win every game by 50.
Yeah, nothing from that.
But
like obviously that's Brady's mindset every time, but I think there's something in the back of his mind,
extra.
Pushing him, extra to like where this is the game. He's going to break the record this game. He's going in back to his fans. His fans are still going to like him, but I said there's going to be boos. But yeah,
so
this is going to be interesting.
To go off that, it's better to be feared. He had listed that Belichick wanted to meet with Brady over the phone rather than in person. They asked Bill about the book. His direct quote was, "Yeah, you know what? I've heard a lot about this book, and what I could just say is that it sounds like a lot of third party information." And they went on. They cut him off. They said, "But Bill, is that true? Did you want to meet with Brady over the phone?" He said, "No. That not in any way, shape, or form true. I mean, we met in person multiple times, so I don't know what this guy." So he ended up coming out saying that he thinks that this guy's lying. So
Has
we don't
Brady
know.
said anything?
So they asked Brady. They said, What do you feel about Belichick meeting with you over the phone?" He said, "With our situation and everything that was going on, I truly believe in my heart of hearts that it was handled the best possible way we could." And that's how he left it. He said, and he said there was no
well, I'm not expecting
there's no animosity. There's no, but of course he's going to say
never.
that.
Yeah, I'm saying that's what I was going to say. I would never expect anything, animosity from them on live. Obviously telling the people this, they're obviously going to be professionals. They are professionals. They're the best, both of them, the best of all time.
And they probably still can put professionalism aside and still be friends.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. There's probably still they have a personal relationship.
They probably don't talk at all anymore.
Belichick said he still talks to him in text, and it's all positive, is what the quote was.
All right.
But I feel like the media is trying to spin it. And when I was watching, you were at work. I needed someone to bounce this off. I called Robbie and Nick. I was literally so bored. I was watching First Take. Or no, I was watching Undisputed, Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless going back and forth. And, it just strikes me because nobody's seeing Bill Belichick's side of the story. And it's makes me sad, honestly. Like the guy was born in 1955. His dad, for people who don't know, grew up in a football household. His dad was the head coach of the Naval Academy back in the 30s. He was instilled with that military mindset that everybody is the same and this is a team sport regardless. So that's how he was brought up. I gave an analogy of like underprivileged kids who live in bad areas don't have the resources to put together what they need for success, just like somebody does silver spoon fed in some rich neighborhood. You know what I mean? It's just how they grew up, how they were brought. Same kind of thing with Belichick. He was brought up in that mindset of that. So it's hard to shake that now. It's same thing. Oh, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So it's hard to shake that when he's 70 something years old. Over one player. And it's just like, I don't think it was an ego thing. It was just like, I'm going to stick to what I've been doing for 50 years. And not to mention, you're 42. What he's doing, nobody has done.
Yeah.
Nobody even
Yeah.
came close. So as far from a gambling standpoint, am I going to take the kid from Alabama that Nick Saban's in my ear saying that he's the next Tom Brady, or do I keep Brady on a gamble for another 3 years and maybe not get a quarterback after looking at the Spencer Rattlers and seeing that maybe
Yeah.
they're not as talented with these draft classes coming up? So I just think that he took a gamble, and what he should do whenever this is said and done, envelope sealed, and the season's over and the careers are over, he should put his right hand up and say, I should have kept Tom. He ended up winning another Super Bowl. He proved me wrong. I made a mistake. You know how many other people made a mistake? You guys didn't take Tampa to win the Super Bowl last year. No shot. So what he's doing has never been done before, and I just can't. It's hard to blame Bill for the decision he made, even though Tom Brady did so much for the organization in the city of Boston and the whole region of New England. I just think that it's kind of hard to step on Bill's throat for that.
So did they not like offer him a contract?
So in 2017, there's so much stuff. It goes way back.
No, I'm talking
Apparently,
about as of like when he went to the Bucks. Did they
he
offer him
didn't
a
want.
contract? He didn't
Yes,
want
but
it.
he didn't want it then. His contract ran out and they renegotiated in
Yeah.
2017. He wanted a 5-year, what he was worth on money, and retire a Patriot in 2017 when we beat 2017
Yes.
offseason, not the season.
I get
When we
that. I
beat
get that he
Atlanta,
did that. I'm talking about
and we
just the.
didn't give it to him.
Hmm.
That pissed him off. Apparently, according to Guerrero and this fucking guy at ESPN who's writing this book, claims that Brady, there was murmurs of him saying he was done in 2017, but he wasn't going to come out publicly say that. He was going to ride out the rest of his contract and gracefully, smooth his way into free agency. But he wanted a contract then. Edelman knew about it. Gronk knew about it. He wanted that contract then, and we didn't give it to him. So that just ruffled his feathers a little bit. Then, what he did this past weekend in Tampa. Their secondary didn't look good. And what did he do? He went to Bruce Arians' office. Richard Sherman's a free agent. Go sign him and give him whatever he wants. That's what he did. He called Richard. Richard said, what they asked, the press release said, what was your telltale sign to come here? It was like, Brady called me. What am I going to say? No? Brady called him.
That's awesome.
So there wasn't that much of that in New England. That's what I can knock Bill for. Tom didn't go into. I will give him credit. Apparently, Tom single-handedly brought Antonio Brown into New England, even though Bill did not want him. So Bill kind of confided in him in that. But there wasn't much of that. He couldn't just be like, sign him now, do this now, trade him. There wasn't much of that. He was treated as just another player. And I feel like that was another thing going into, his decision. He wanted more input. And look what he did.
He
They
deserved
signed
it.
Richard. And
He deserved it for
so
sure.
that was a lot that went in there. But I had to give that Bill side because I don't think a lot of people understand. First of all, his dad was the head coach of Navy in the 30s. And like his whole, it's a factor. There's variables in the reasons why he chose that decision. And I just think he's getting crucified for it. And it's not really 85% of you guys would have done the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And it was a no-brainer if you look at the two rosters. Tampa,
yeah, for sure. I was just about to say, they have three. I mean, they didn't have three yet, but I'm sure they knew that Antonio Brown was gonna come eventually to Tampa.
Well, getting Brady comes with
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm sure Brady knew that Antonio Brown was gonna come with him. If he went there, I'm sure he knew that at the back of his mind. They talked, like you said.
What was the one
but
position?
with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, they're already two, Pro Bowlers that have been, solidified in the league already. With Antonio Brown, who was the best receiver in the league at a point. So how, like you said, how can you deny it? And with Bruce Arians being the coach, laid back guy, chilling, just like one of the boys, kind of. And like you said, he has more input there.
In the book, another excerpt that broke yesterday. As
He was coming to
examples
the
of
Saints, though. For people who didn't know, he was coming to the Saints.
Brady,
If Drew was out of there, he said his number one destination was the New Orleans Saints. He was
do
coming to
you
the Saints.
did you ever see the interview that he did with LeBron on the barbershop?
Who?
Brady.
Tom? Yeah, but I haven't
He
seen it in a
said
while though.
there was a team. He said he was in talks and really close with signing, and he was like, "You're gonna stick with that fucking guy?" That clip had to have been about Jameis. Had to have been. You chose Jameis Winston over me? That it's either that
Nah,
or it's Minnesota because he was talking to Minnesota too, and people think that he was talking
but
about
we
Kirk
we
Cousins.
had we had Drew though. Like
No,
we had
Drew was
Drew
done.
Brees.
Drew was done at
Bro,
that time they filmed it. No. He had already retired. They filmed this over the summer.
I understand, but he got that contract. He signed with the Bucks while Drew was there at the Saints. You know what I'm saying? So he had to obviously say that during that time. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're right. You're right. So it couldn't have been the Saints then.
Yeah, he would never try Drew Brees
They
like
were
that.
they were saying, well, I thought it was Jameis. I didn't. I know
No,
he would never try Drew. They're close.
but it was Drew Brees retiring or coming back, and he wanted to come back. And we lost Tom Brady. We would have won the Super Bowl. So bad.
Because you would have Antonio Brown too and Richard Sherman.
It would be ridiculous.
But okay, so another example of these excerpts, as example of what the dynasty wrote, Wickersham writes that Kraft once called Belichick the biggest effing a-hole in my life. Apparently, one time on a flight, Bill O'Brien told a colleague he tried to get. Oh, this is another shake-up story in Houston. Bill O'Brien, 2 seasons ago, he told a colleague he tried to get fired as the head coach of the Houston Texans multiple times because he was told he was going to succeed Belichick. Belichick was looking elsewhere, is what this guy writes in his book. Belichick
That Bill
was
O'Brien
looking
was
at
going to be the one to take it over.
that other coaches and that
Ugh.
it was
Would've stuck
getting
with Josh.
so for sure McDaniels exactly. And I don't know. I just don't buy into that. Once again, this guy writes this book, great timing, right?
Yeah,
Bringing it around now, great
starting
timing,
some drama
right?
for sure.
So, and he works for ESPN. It's confirmed third-party sources. He was never in the building. This is just he said, she said bullshit that he's putting on paper. I do agree with some things, but some of this stuff is really, really detrimental. Bill Belichick is an idiot savant. Kraft told a confidant, according to the book. Alluding
I'm
to
sure they had
Belichick's
some butting
reputation
heads
before,
for sure, but they're two big-minded guys.
alluding to Belichick's
But
reputation before he hired former Cleveland Browns coach in 2000, I gave him his opportunity.
Kraft said that.
Kraft said, apparently. So he's building it to be a lot of animosity, but the book's called Better to Be Feared. If you guys buy into clickbait, go ahead and check out the book, I guess. But there's a whole.
Will you
bunch
be
of
reading
stuff
that
we
book?
could dive. I'll probably buy it. I'm genuinely curious, and there's gonna be, how MJ had his Netflix special, and I
that was
cannot
awesome.
wait for whenever that movie comes out about this 20 years. I cannot wait. That is going to be some tea and a half. But, I mean, we could go hours and hours. Basically, I just think that after 2017, when we didn't offer his contract, he had one foot out the door the whole time. But Tom Brady is the ultimate professional. You would never go back and look at any press conferences of 2017 now, even in hindsight, and watch him and think that guy wasn't 100% committed. Even at points in that last season, we brought in Antonio Brown, Josh Gordon, Julian Edelman. We had a pretty good wide receiver core. Tried to make it happen with the money that he had. Then again, his whole career took pay cuts. It was all about the team. But as Tom's, trainer came out and said, you can't treat a 40-year-old like he's 20. And eventually you earn the right to be treated differently than the rest of the team. And Guerrero
It doesn't even have to be shown in public though. It could literally just be behind the scenes, and I'm sure he'd be fine with it.
And the bigger thing, actually, Marcus Spears said on First Take is the teammates. You think the teammates would have had a problem with it?
Yeah, no shot.
I don't think.
And it wouldn't even been like that.
Tackle would have been upset that Bill Belichick was having dinner with Tom Brady on Friday nights?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
So there's a lot of things going into it. I don't think there's the level of animosity that people think they are. I think Bill Belichick and Tom Brady are the ultimate competitors. They want to win every game by 40. Of course, there is an extra added thing here as far as the football game. Even Brady did say today in the press release that I cannot wait to go there after the game. I cannot wait
Mm.
to see Belichick. I cannot wait to go up to the owner's booth to see Kraft. I can't wait to stick around on the field and walk into the tunnel and sign stuff and say hi to my fans. I can't wait for all that. But right now, and he referred to them all as like Devin McCourty, Shaq Mason, David Andrews. They're all my best friends for the rest of my life, best friends. But they know I want to kick their ass. Quote. That was a quote.
Mm.
He said, they're my best friends, but they know I want to kick their ass. And it goes back to all the way to Pop Warner. We played against kids in high school, towns
Yeah.
over. Great friends. But when we laced it up, even back then as Jits, we wanted to take each other's
Yeah,
heads
definitely.
off. And then after the game, we would go to Beef O'Brady's and have a Sprite.
Yeah.
So I just there's so, and as a, like I said, born with it. If you would have told me 3 years ago that I would be going to Gillette Stadium for a Sunday night game and Tom Brady would be on the Bucks, passing the all-time passing yards record, coming off a Super Bowl championship
Yeah,
with
you
another
couldn't
team,
say anything. I'd say you're
I would
from the
have said
future.
we would be in
At
a
this point.
bizarro world,
Yeah.
like some alternate reality. So, and to be able to go and be there and see this is going to be like world's class. I'm going to feel like, I don't even know what I'm going to feel like.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? If you want to elaborate on a little bit.
I mean, you guys can tell how big of a Pats fan this guy is. He knows everything about the Pats. So,
Everything.
for me,
I
this
could
is
write this
is
damn book. Let me
yeah,
write it.
yeah, literally. As for me, I'm going there as a fan of football, obviously. So I have two different sides of the story. I'm
That's
not
why I'm
too
asking you
fond.
now,
Yeah,
and
that's the
then I'm
same.
going
That's
to
why I'm
ask
not
you
too
on
fond.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of obviously the Pats or the Bucks, but just going to that game, like you said, what I said about the atmosphere. Just going to watch one of the biggest moments in NFL history, as of Tom Brady passing, the record, Drew's record, sadly, but
That's why I
yeah,
just wanted to ask you now, so then on Tuesday I can ask you again. Did you feel something in
yeah,
the air? Did you feel the thickness? Did you feel
yeah.
the
I'm definitely gonna feel
nostalgia?
like I said. I've been to Foxborough one time, and it was during COVID year. Nothing was there.
Oh,
We
yeah,
went
I
to
was
what
going
was
to
it? They
say
played
you've
the
been to Foxborough,
they
but not on
they
game
played the
day.
Jets or
It
something. They
was a
played the
game day.
Jets.
We literally
Yeah,
watched the game.
they played the Jets, and it was there was no one there. No, like it's COVID year,
No one
so
there.
yeah, no one there. So
0
I'm
people.
excited to go there. I want to go to every single stadium of the NFL, every NFL team stadium. So this is another one that I'm actually going to be able to see the game, be able to tailgate, be able to meet the fans, be able to meet the people of Boston. So I'm kind of going there for more of the experience and trying to see a good game.
And it's super cool the way Gillette's set up. You can literally sit right there at that gate with the
Yeah,
Jumbotron and watch it.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's gonna be fucking cool. You get pretty much to say it's the same atmosphere. Everybody going
yeah.
nuts. How loud Gillette gets. So I'm
Mhm.
extremely excited to share that moment with you. That's gonna be fucking insane. So, this weekend, you want to tell them what we have planned?
Yeah, so this weekend, like you said, we're gonna be shooting a video on live on YouTube. We're gonna do some content out there. We don't know if we're going to be doing it at the stadium yet. We're going to try to set it up as, like as us together, just basically debating and talking about the game there. Hopefully, some fans will hop in, say some words. But yeah, we're going to give you guys some content during that game and, just speak about it, give you a little pregame show, maybe talk about a couple games and, just have some fun out there.
All right, I'm gonna drop a question on you. It's such a basic question, but was it Brady or was it Belichick? And you can't go
I
both.
said it. I said it before anything happened with even Brady going to the Bucks the first year, but like before his first game, and I said it was Brady. I said it was Brady, and I'm kind of proving it. I'm kind of proving it. Obviously, it's different in Tom Brady's sense. He's going to a team that's better, and he is the GOAT. Like already, he's like Belichick had Tom Brady, so that goes hand in hand. Obviously, but with his last 2 years, it hasn't looked good. I know it takes 3-4 years for a rebuild. Kind of, I don't think he was trying to rebuild your team at all, but just try to make it better. But it's not looking too good for him so far. It's not. So I'm gonna have to go in Brady's way. Brady was the GOAT for that team. He helped them. I'm sure if Brady had Sean Payton or if Brady had Bruce Arians like he has already at the Pats or any other coach you can think of. So Pete Carroll, all these coaches, I think the same thing would happen. I think you all would have won 6 championships.
Okay, so that's why I had a couple, and I'm going to get into this now.
Like you
You
said, you
take
can't say
Brady.
both. So what do you say?
No, you can say both.
Yeah, you said you can't say
No,
both.
I said you can. Go back and
Oh,
listen to the.
all right.
So
Well, then, like I said, it goes hand in hand. But as
okay,
of right now, it's Brady.
all right. So um, Be- you take Adam Gase, you take Bill Belichick off that team, and you put Adam Gase on. Do we win 6?
Maybe not 6, but you're winning championships.
You think so? Okay. You
Yeah.
take Brady off, and you put in Kirk Cousins. Do we win 6?
No, no shot in the world.
Do we win 2?
No shot in the world. I don't think you win anything.
Wow. Okay. So then, my only indictment on Bill, and I was talking to
Kirk
Robbie about
Cousins?
this,
Come on, bro.
is for
You
those
give
who don't know.
you guys Kirk Cousins right now. Are you gonna do anything? No.
No, not right now. We have nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
But the only indictment I would have on Belichick is his skills as a drafter. So if you know the Patriots organization, you know for 20 years, Bill Belichick has been the general manager. We don't have one, never had. So he makes all the trade acquisitions as well. He's a great trader. If you think about back in the day, a lot of the guys that we've got were in trades. Ended up getting Darrelle Revis on the tail end of his career, helped us win a Super Bowl in that secondary. Aqib Talib, a bunch of people that we've acquired to help us win Super Bowls has been in trades. To go back to the last Pro Bowler Belichick drafted was Joe Thuney in 2015. He drafted.
So he's not good at drafting.
He's not good at drafting, in my opinion. He drafted Sony Michel over Nick Chubb. He drafted N'Keal Harry over DK Metcalf. We had a chance to grab Lamar Jackson at the 32nd pick of the draft. Ended up letting him fall and not taking quarterback at all. Now we have Mac Jones.
Wait. No way he took Sony Michel over Nick Chubb.
Took Sony Michel over Nick Chubb. He took N'Keal Harry over DK Metcalf.
I think they were in two different drafts, bro.
No, it's a fact. I looked it up to prepare it.
Like, there's no way, no shot.
Took Sony Michel over Nick Chubb, and he took N'Keal Harry over DK Metcalf, and that's just the recent ones. And like I said, Lamar Jackson was there when we had a pick and ended up taking Mac 2 years later. So his indictment would be drafting. But the thing about it is he took Tom Brady, some kid out of Michigan, sixth round pick, 199th pick, or 199th pick of the draft back in 2000. So you're talking about now it doesn't look good for Belichick because Brady's being good now and taking his knowledge to Tampa. One thing about Tampa is Bill Belichick said in the press conference, they're running our offense. Brady took our playbook down to Tampa and implemented it there. So that's, something for me. So my point on this is he drafted that kid 6th round, 199th pick and taught him the things he knows. That's why I say it's more of a marriage type thing. It was a perfect marriage. Perfect marriage. If both clogs didn't fit, this dynasty does not happen. And
they did take Nick Chubb over him. It's crazy.
Took Sony Michel over Nick Chubb for a fact.
And Lamar Jackson.
Passed on Lamar Jackson. So
yeah, there's some dogs in this fucking draft.
But like I was saying, 6th round, 199th pick, took him, mentored him, breeded him. Everybody's giving praise.
How long did he have Bledsoe for?
I think it was 4 years. He was a franchise quarterback by then. He was the guy.
Yeah, I was saying. Yeah.
Mo Lewis
what did
hit
they
him
do?
2000.
What did they do? Did they do anything with Drew Bledsoe?
Yeah, we were pretty good. Might have been 5-6 years, bro. He was the franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
Mo Lewis came in 2000, played for the Jets, hit him in his ribs, cracked his ribs, had internal bleeding. Tom Brady walks on the field. My dad tells the story all the time. Who the hell is this guy? Who the hell is this guy? We are screwed. And so Belichick mentored him, taught him what he knows and how to read defenses and how to get the ball out quick. He didn't really show too much of that at Michigan. Yes, it's a lot of talent, but it's more of what he learned and how Brady's more of a sponge to the great mind, which is Bill Belichick. So I think that it was a perfect marriage at the perfect time for the perfect team. And don't get me wrong, I watched an interview. Some random girl in Rhode Island made a great, it's really the obvious, but a great point. those teams we had were good. I would argue the worst team that won a Super Bowl was the last year with the Rams when we beat
Yeah,
the
for sure,
Rams.
for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Brady put that team on his back, but there was great defenses that he played with. But for my
Oh,
whole life,
ridiculous defenses.
that I'll ride this till the day I die, and this is a fact, and you can fact check it with my whole friend group. I've been saying Tom Brady was not the greatest of all time, but the Patriots since freaking 2012, and everybody was like, he's not the guy, he's not the guy. Then he beat Seattle. He might be the guy. Then he beats Atlanta. He might really actually be the guy. Then he does the Rams. He's the guy, and then obviously goes to Tampa and wins that. Then it's no question. But I've been saying that Tom was the lead factor in all of this since I was a Jit. So now to go on and he is proving that it's been great. I know that I've been new in the heart of hearts that he was the greatest of all time, and now there's no question. And to have this all come to correlation under the lights, Sunday Night Football, every celebrity, every person, every football mind that ever has to do with football is going to be there. It's going to be electric, and I can't wait. There's really not much else to
Facts.
say but to play football. So,
Literally.
anything to add?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get there.
I am ready to go and ready to get there. So, our game plan now is, like I said, I'm going to go to Florida State, Syracuse on Saturday, and then drive down 11 o'clock Saturday night, midnight, Sunday morning, and make it to the airport by 5 a.m. and hop on the plane, get to Foxboro, go to the game. It's a Sunday night game. We'll be back at the apartment we're staying at till 1 in the morning. Have to catch a 10 a.m. flight back to Orlando the next day. So
Yep.
that's what we're
Grinding out
doing.
here.
That's how we're coming. We do this for you guys. This episode has been sponsored by Marco's Pizza. As you guys all know, if you go in, call in, order online, whatever you got to do, just mention the Happy Hour podcast for 10% off your order, and they will take care of you. Like I said, the more you do it, it'll go up from 15% to 25% to buy one, get one free, as I say, every week. And I have been getting calls back, at least at the Tallahassee location. I'm going to check in on Oviedo, that people have been coming in.
That's tough. Like I said, I mean, if you're gonna go get pizza, Marco's is a good pizza place. It's obviously like one of the best.
Yeah, and you
I would
guys are
take it over
obviously
Domino's. I would take it over these places. So
absolutely.
and you can get 10% every time. The more you get it, like you said, it goes up to 20, 25, 30. Then buy one get one free. The more you guys go, the better it comes for you guys. So
Absolutely. And you guys are
especially on
football
those
fans.
game
Who
days.
doesn't? Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
especially on
gonna
those game
say
days. Like,
you
come on,
guys
what?
don't.
You're
You
gonna order
guys need
pizza
some
anyways.
pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and on
At
those
both
Saturday
locations, not
college
just
games.
Tally. Oviedo people in here too.
Well, everybody who's listening to Oviedo better
Yeah.
be at that Oviedo location. You guys know I work there. I love Patty. Everything she's done for me. You need to get there. Give them your business. And they're nice people. So just support your local businesses. You know what I mean? 10% off. Marco's Pizza of Oviedo and Tallahassee. The Oviedo one's on the corner of Chapman and Alafaya Trail. And then the one in Tallahassee is on Magnolia Drive. Just head in there. 10% off your pizzas. I am so excited. I can't wait to get there this weekend. We're going to do our best to try to pop up some type of live show at the tailgate, whether it's on our phone, on my laptop with the mics. We're going to try to figure something out. If not, we're going to be filming content on TikTok, on all social medias. You'll see it on our stories, on our Instagrams. So just, follow us at the Happy Hour Pod. That's at the Happy HR Pod on all social medias. And that's going to be it for episode 6, Damien. We're
Yeah,
running through
definitely.
them, man.
Yeah, definitely get it. I'm gonna be in there in my Saints gear. In Foxborough, I'll be the only person out of hundreds of thousands of people there. I'm wearing my Saints gear. I'm gonna be trolling
Take it
people.
easy.
So
Yeah, but
no, I'm
take
gonna be
it easy
trolling.
on that. No one wants to hear about next week. The
Yeah,
biggest
well,
game is the next game.
for sure. But I know I'm gonna get trolls for wearing it, so I'm gonna troll them back. So they can't say nothing to me.
They won't troll you.
They're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing wearing that, man?"
What the fuck are you doing wearing that here?
And I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna go like this probably.
Oh
They're not
man.
it.
No, I can't move on yet. I almost forgot. My dad. All right, so I'm gonna put this at the beginning of the other episodes. We were supposed to do it. I moved on, but my dad is a notoriously bad bettor. Whatever he picks, pick the opposite. So we're introducing a new segment called Fade My Father. Literally take the opposite of whatever he picks. I'm calling him right now. Gonna put the
Shout out
phone up to
Joe.
the mic. Whatever he chooses. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
You're on the
Hey, how are you?
podcast.
joy.
All right.
Hey, how are you?
I'm going to run. Oh, Damien said, hey, how are you?
Damien, what's going on, man?
Vibing.
All right, so I'm going to.
I can't hear Damien.
I know. It's because I got headphones on, man.
Okay.
All right, so, but I'll relay the messages. So we're going to start with college football. I'm going to say 2 games, and I need you to give me the spread so the people can fade your ass.
Yeah, I got 4 picks for you, too, by the way.
Oh,
Okay.
he's good. Let him do his pick. Let him do his 4 picks. That's it. Let him just do his 4.
Do you have them?
I do have them. On my way back from driving an hour from buying that car today.
Yeah, congratulations to Mr. Martini. Got a new car. Red Altima. Owner.
My 4 picks, my 4 locks.
4 locks, so fade the locks. Everybody fade.
You guys could actually make money.
You can. I'm not kidding. All right, so let's hear it.
All right, so BC is favored. BC is getting 14 points.
Yep, against Clemson.
14 and a half. You take BC all day.
They play Clemson, right?
Yep.
He likes the points. 14 and a half likes the points. That's not a bad bet at all.
It's not even a bad bet.
That's not a bad bet at all. But, I mean, might as well.
Sound bad when you say them until flipping Sunday after the freaking Saturday games, and I'm looking down the sheet, and I get blown out. Sounds good.
All right, so what is it, 14 and a half?
14 and a half. Take BC.
All right, so that means take Clemson.
Yep.
That means take Clemson, yeah.
Keep going.
Of course, Syracuse plus 4.5.
I told you I didn't like the bet. I didn't want to bet on this game. I told you. Told you I didn't want to bet on this game. I told you. I knew it.
Listen to me. It sounds good, but it's not. Trust me.
I told you. I knew it.
God, that kills me, Dad. I gave Syracuse plus 4.5 as my lock.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
You can throw that fucker out the window. No way.
Fuck, man.
No
That's so deflated. I can't change it now.
Oh, my God. That's too funny.
You should always talk to your father before you lock anything.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, for the NFL, how the Bucks aren't favored by 10 is beyond me. I don't care, even in New England. I mean, that shit-ass team beat the crap out of the Pats last week. And there's just no way
you're killing your son right now. You're killing him.
And me.
I'm sorry. Take the Bucks and give the points. Lay the points. You got plenty of room. They are going to destroy the Patriots.
I can't believe
that might be one that he makes though. He could go like 1-4 or 1-3.
You know why he's doing that? He wants the Pats to win this game so fucking bad, so he's betting on the Bucks.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I'm betting with my wallet, not my heart. The Bucks are going to destroy them. Did you see what that shit team did to them last week on the road?
Not shit,
Saints?
but
come on now. What do you think the Bucks are going to do to them?
I agree.
All right.
Do the New Orleans Saints make the playoffs this year? Carolina's looking good.
You know what? I don't. Yes, I think they will. They'll be one and done.
Oh no, we're not going. Yeah, we're not going.
Yeah. Jameis Winston's going to be your Achilles heel. You guys are going to make the playoffs, be one and done, despite having that man on your team.
Looking good, Dad. He is.
Who is?
You looking alright?
Jameis.
Oh my
He's
God.
alright.
We'll see.
Maybe I'm overstepping. All right, your NFL picks, or what's the other one?
Well, the Bucks. That's all I have for the NFL at this time.
Okay. That's fine, but you're killing me, man. I literally took the Bucks too.
I would load up on it. If I didn't spend $12,000 on a car today, I probably would have loaded up on the Bucks. I don't have a choice.
I might have to load up on the Pats.
All right, I appreciate it.
Myself.
Thank you.
All right, man. You guys keep up the good work.
All right, man. Love you.
Love you.
Shout out Mr. Martini. So first, you heard it first here. Fade Mr. Martini's father. The new segment. Every week he'll be giving 4 or 5 picks, and you fade them. Fade them with your heart.
Fuck.
I know he has 2 picks of his 3, so you're looking done for. And I have one of those picks, so I'm looking 2-1. So, but I like the I just it might be one of those ones where he just doesn't lose. But that Syracuse one, it scares me. So I'm gonna stay away from. Yeah, and that's your
All
lock.
right, man.
So
You guys heard it here. That's Fade My Father. We're going to run that back every week. This was episode 6. As I said, this episode is sponsored by Marco's Pizza. Calling to get 10% off. We are out. Damien, I will see you at the airport. I'll see you at my aunt's house.
Sunday morning. Yep, at 5 a.m. Alrighty.
All right, my big dog. Take care.
See ya.